The entire classroom was laughing. 17-year-old Amara Okon stood frozen beside her desk, holding a book with trembling hands. Her voice had barely finished reading the first sentence when a boy at the back shouted loudly, "Can someone translate that?" The classroom erupted with laughter. Another girl mocked her. "Why does she sound like Google Translate?" Some students even began making strange tribal sounds. Amara's face burned with humiliation. Her throat tightened. Her eyes filled with tears. She had studied English her entire life, but in that moment, inside one of the most prestigious schools in the United Kingdom, the brilliant girl from Nigeria suddenly felt like she didn't understand the language at all. What those students didn't know was that the quiet girl they were laughing at would soon become the smartest student in the entire school. But to understand how she reached that moment, we must go back to where her story truly began. A girl from Calabar before London, before scholarships, before the cold grey skies of England. Amara lived in a small neighborhood in Calabar, Nigeria. Her house was tiny. The roof leaked when it rained, and electricity came only a few hours each week. But inside that small home lived a girl with a powerful dream. Amara loved school more than anything. While other children played outside in the evenings, she sat quietly at a small wooden table studying old textbooks. Many nights there was no electricity, so her mother would light a candle. The flame flickered gently as Amara read page after page. Her mother often watched her with concern. "Amara," she would say softly, "you don't have to study every night." But Amara always smiled. "I want to change our lives, Mama." Her mother sold vegetables in the market every day. Life had been difficult since Amara's father died when she was only 8 years old. Money was always tight. Sometimes they struggled just to buy food. But Amara believed something with all her heart. Education could change everything. The scholarship one afternoon, something unexpected happened.
"Amara, this scholarship is yours.
Oh, thank you, sir. I can't believe it.
You earned it. Congratulations."
The school principal entered her classroom holding a letter. "Amara Okon," he called. She stood up nervously. The principal smiled proudly. "You have been selected for an international scholarship." The entire class gasped. Amara blinked in confusion. "A scholarship, sir?" The principal nodded. "A prestigious private school in the United Kingdom has chosen one student from Nigeria." He paused. "And that student is you." The classroom exploded with excitement. Amara stood frozen. London. She had never even left Nigeria before.
"Oh, my child, I'm so proud. We did it, Mama. Thank you. Yes, we did. I love you."
That evening, when she told her mother, the older woman covered her mouth in shock. Then she hugged Amara tightly. Tears rolled down her cheeks. "My daughter, you are going to England." Arrival in London. 6 months later, the airplane touched down at Heathrow Airport. Amara pressed her forehead gently against the window. London stretched endlessly beneath thick grey clouds, tall buildings, busy roads, endless lights. Everything felt huge. Everything felt unfamiliar. Her heart beat fast. She whispered quietly to herself, "Please let me succeed here." But she had no idea that her greatest challenge was waiting for her at school. The first day. The school looked like something from a movie. Tall stone buildings, beautiful green lawns. Students walked confidently through the gates wearing elegant navy uniforms. Everything looked expensive. Everything looked intimidating. When Amara entered her classroom, conversation suddenly stopped. 20 students stared at her. The teacher smiled politely. "Class, this is Amara Okon. She has joined us from Nigeria." A boy whispered loudly to his friend, "Does she even speak English?" Laughter spread across the room. Amara forced a small smile, but deep inside her confidence cracked. The accent problem. The real challenge began during the first lesson. The teacher spoke quickly with a thick British accent. "Right then, let's pop this into the equation, shall we?" The class nodded immediately. But Amara stared at her notebook in confusion. She understood the mathematics perfectly, but the pronunciation felt unfamiliar, different from the English she learned in Nigeria. Faster, sharper. The girl beside her noticed. "Are you lost already?" she whispered. Amara spoke softly. I didn't hear the explanation clearly. The girl rolled her eyes. Oh my God, she's serious. Soon whispers spread across the room. She doesn't understand English. Did they bring her from the jungle? The laughter returned, and every laugh hurt more than the last. Weeks passed, the bullying continued. Students mocked her accent. Some exaggerated their British pronunciation just to embarrass her. Others made fake African sounds when she walked by. At lunch, Amara always sat alone. She quietly ate the food she brought from home. Across the cafeteria, groups of students laughed together. The loneliness felt unbearable. At night, she lay on her dorm bed staring at the ceiling. She missed Calabar. She missed the warm weather. She missed her mother. But whenever her mother called, Amara always said the same thing. I'm doing well, Mama. She never wanted her mother to worry. But after the calls ended, she cried. The night she almost quit one night, Amara sat quietly beside her suitcase. Her heart felt tired, broken. Maybe the other students were right. Maybe she didn't belong here. Slowly, she began packing her clothes. If she returned to Nigeria, everything would be easier. No mocking, no laughter, no humiliation. Tears rolled down her face. Just then her phone rang. It was her mother. Amara answered softly. My daughter? Her mother said warmly. How is London?
Hi, Mom. I miss you too. I'm okay, really.
Amara almost told the truth, but she didn't want to break her mother's heart. It's wonderful, Mama. Her mother laughed happily. I always knew you would make us proud. Amara closed her eyes, then quietly unpacked her suitcase. She would not give up. Not yet. In a moment, everything changed. A few weeks later, the headmaster entered their classroom. He placed a stack of exam papers on the desk. Class, he said calmly, we need to discuss the results of the National Mathematics Assessment. Students sat up nervously. The highest score in the entire school, he paused, belongs to Amara Okon. Silence filled the room. The same students who once laughed now stared at her in shock.
No way, Amara topped the class.
I can't believe it. She never even studies.
The headmaster looked around the classroom. Many of you mocked her accent. But intelligence is not measured by how someone sounds. He turned toward Amara. It is measured by how someone thinks. For the first time since arriving in London, no one laughed. After that day, everything changed.
Hey, can you guys help me with this homework? Of course. What is it? Yeah, let's see. I think I know this one.
Students who once mocked her began asking for help with their homework. Teachers praised her determination. Amara slowly became one of the best students in the entire school. But the biggest change happened inside her. She stopped feeling ashamed of her accent because it reminded her of where she came from. Years later, on graduation day,
Congratulations on being our top student.
Thank you so much, sir. Oh, my baby, I'm so proud.
Amara stood proudly on stage receiving the award for Top Student of the Year. The audience applauded loudly. In the crowd, her mother sat crying with pride. The girl who once studied under candlelight in Calabar had become one of the brightest students in the United Kingdom. And when Amara gave her speech, she spoke with confidence, with strength, and with her Nigerian accent. Because that accent was not her weakness,